If that happens, then Bitcoin is in trouble. That's the only level right now I care about at $49,000. I like simple. Don't trust the weekend moves. There's too light volume. You want to wait to see how it reacts during trading traditional market hours, Monday through Friday. Doesn't mean something can't push up or break out. It's just you want to be more suspect of it.
In this video, Gareth will delve into his perspectives, detailing his analysis of Bitcoin's weekend fluctuations and his emphasis on monitoring the $49,000 level as a crucial support threshold. Additionally, he unveils insights on upward resistance and signals indicating a potential breakdown. Join Gareth in this interview as he discusses these subjects and more.
Before we continue with the rest of the video, do check out daily 5-minute crypto newsletter with all the latest crypto and Bitcoin news. It's a fantastic analysis of on-chain crypto data and breakdowns, and the best part is it's absolutely free. They'll cover expert predictions, breakdowns of on-chain crypto data, and any breaking news you need to know, all in a nutshell. Click the first link in the description and enter your email to join over 50,000 others in becoming a better crypto investor right now.
Bitcoin over the weekend had a little bit of a float up, just a couple days. Now again, always remember, don't trust the weekend moves. There's too light volume. You want to wait to see how it reacts during trading traditional market hours, Monday through Friday. Doesn't mean something can't push up or break out. It's just you want to be more suspect of it. So again, what we were doing is we were starting to trend down here going into the weekend, and then Saturday and Sunday both green, and then Monday already coming back in. Now we are off the lows here, but again, just remember from last week, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible for you guys, because I think honestly that's what I like. I like simple. If we look here, this is our previous high. As I said last week, that's the only level right now I care about at $49,000. All right, right now, anything, even a pullback to this level, you could bounce off of it. It would be a retrace to the scene of the crime. All right, upside resistance is basically 54,000 now. It'll slowly throughout the week move to 55 because, again, it's an upsloping trend line. So always remember that. That would be resistance. The only thing that would concern me here is if we get below 49,000 right here and we confirm, and I went over the confirmation signal last week, if that happens, then Bitcoin is in trouble. But right now, very simply, anything in here, consolidation. If it dips here, scene of the crime. Let's see if it bounces. Only if it breaks here and starts trading below that 49,000 level do you need to be concerned.
Bitcoin experienced a slight uptrend during the weekend, but Gareth advised caution regarding the reliability of these weekend movements due to low trading volume. The critical level to monitor was $49,000, representing the previous high and a potential support level. On the upside, resistance was observed around $54,000 to $55,000, indicated by an upward sloping trend line. Gareth expressed concern about a bearish scenario if Bitcoin were to break below $49,000 and confirm a negative signal. Currently, Bitcoin appears to be in a consolidation phase, with the possibility of rebounding from the $49,000 level.
I want to show Binance real quick. If we look at the chart on Binance here, we can see again, this is finally playing catch up, which again is something of interest. If we just look at some trend lines here, I just want to draw a trend line here. So look at this high and look at where Binance is currently trading, right? So we take the highest point, basically going back to November 9th of 2022, and we could see that this pivot high right here is right where current price is. So you do have a little bit of resistance here. It's not a huge level, but you do have a little resistance. Now I'm going to show you the level that I think if it gets to, that might be a short-term top. This one, maybe, but I'm not that thrilled with it in terms of a short-term top. It probably can go through at least the 400 level. Well, look at this next level right here. Right in this vicinity, right here. I'm going to go back to the computer and draw a trend line as well as something else. So if we look at, and remember, it's all about confluence of levels. So if we take this level here and we draw it across, that's a good pivot point right there. And then what I want to do is I want to do a Fibonacci retrace, and I want to show you guys basically, okay? So if we look at the fibs, we basically see an alignment of fibs with that secondary level. There we go. We have the fibs pop up. And so essentially what we're seeing is that this high here, and here's your 50% fib level. Okay, so you're looking at a level between 450 and 465 right in this zone. That to me would be your likely heavy resistance in the near term on Binance, all right? So again, just kind of keep that in mind. And by the way, it doesn't mean it can't be rejected here. In all fairness, it's overbought short term, would make sense for a small pullback, but it wouldn't surprise me to see it go to that level where, remember, the more factors that coincide at a current price, the bigger the resistance or support level will be. All right, so think about putting down bricks, right? If you do one layer of bricks, it's okay. If you do two back-to-back layers, it's going to be firmer as a resistance.
Gareth Soloway scrutinized the finance tokens chart, spotlighting its catch-up momentum. He emphasized a resistance point close to the pivot high of November 9, 2022. Sol noted the possibility of a short-term peak around the 400 mark, but indicated greater intrigue in levels between 450 and 465.
Let's take a look at this, guys. Solana on the charts. We can see here, again, there's your longer-term trend line. You kept on retracing up to it, right? So it broke, resistance, resistance. Then you have this secondary trend line here. That finally broke. Now, again, if we continue to see the same pattern, you could see Solana retest here, right? Just like it broke and retasted. But the thought process is that eventually it will come down even further, right? It's just kind of repeating the same pattern. Breaks, retrace, breaks further, then retraces the next one, and so on and so forth. Levels of support, you're going to have right here around 93 or so, and then back to your $80, $75, $77 to $80 level right there.
Gareth Soloway examined Solana's chart, emphasizing the longer-term trend line and a recently breached secondary line. He proposed that, following historical patterns, Solana might revisit the breached levels before potentially descending further. Soloway pinpointed support zones around 9,380 and 7,577 as potential areas for price retracement.
Gold, not a whole lot to update you here on gold. It's pulling back just a little bit. Last week was a tremendous week on gold, guys. It really was. Multiple updates in a row. Still hasn't broken out above this major 2070, 75, 80 level right here. That's the big breakout. But what I do see on the chart starting to form better and better, right? If we look at this up, what are we starting to form here? To me, that looks like a bullish consolidation pattern. And so if we can really break through this area here, test here and break out, this thing could have a breakout where, again, we could take a measured move from this low to this high, and you could map it out. And that would be, again, short-term target of 2,400-ish. I still have a 25 and change target. I just don't know, again, until we actually break out. It's basically the thought process I have. It's 12 months approximately from when we break out, which is when the high should be put in. So I'm waiting for that breakout to occur before we really get into that.
Gareth Soloway provided an update on gold, noting a slight pullback following a robust week. He underscored the importance of surpassing the significant level between 2075 to 2080 for a notable breakout. Soloway identified a potential bullish consolidation pattern on the chart, suggesting that if it breaks out, a measured move could aim for around 2,400. While maintaining a longer-term target of 2,500 and beyond, he stressed the necessity of an actual breakout before confirming the timeframe for the target.
For more daily dose crypto news, check out these two awesome videos on your screen. Click now and we will see you on the next video.